Hi everyone, Sat Sri Akal. Hello. So, as you can see, today's video gonna be in English language. So that's I'm making especially for Asif, someone from Kerala. We get to know each other through YouTube, and he left some comments the other day. So first of all, sorry, I'm really sorry because I was busy on the farm, so I couldn't get time to make this video. So finally, I have a half an hour, so I can make one video for you, Mr. Asif. So he said he want to know a few things, especially about the New Zealand living costs, dairy farming courses, jobs, and some colleges. And actually, he especially asked me to make a video, which I make other day, my journey from farm assistant to contract milker. So I'll try to cover most of the topics in this video. So first of all, Mr. Asif, the living expenses in New Zealand it's depend on what area you live in. So it's all different. If you live in a big city, it's really expensive, and if you live in like in a small city or a small town, that would be less expensive. So especially if you talk about Auckland, if you live in Auckland, there would be a weekly cost. I think it would be nearly $200 to $300 because the rent is too expensive up there. So, but people especially like take one house on rent and then they share their accommodation. Like in one house, usually 4 or 5 people live, mostly students, or maybe like if it's 3 bedroom house, so there should be 3 couple. So then they divide all the costs. So pretty much everything happen in New Zealand in weekly basis. So you get paid weekly, you have to pay rent weekly, so that sort of things. And dairy farming courses, there are a lot of different courses, especially primary RTO, but you can't take primary RTO course if you not involved in dairy farming. I mean, if you're not working on the dairy farm. But as you're in India, so you need to come to New Zealand. Say if you want to come to New Zealand as in a dairy farming course, but there would be but then you will be international student, so you have to pay the whole fee, whatever it is. Especially the big difference actually, if resident or a citizen pay for one course, say $3,000, and the same course, the international students pay $18,000 to $20,000. So there's a like huge difference. So yeah, so that's the sort of course fee you have to pay if you want to come to New Zealand. So from $18,000 to $20,000 per year. So, and I think it's must nowadays you must take a 2 years course, depending on what level. I think if you are under level six or under, you have to pick 2 years course. But if you're doing a postgraduate diploma or higher education, like say level 7 or higher, then I think you have to pick only 1 year course or diploma or whatever. So I really advise now. I hear 2 different colleges, but they're not in North Island. So I think you know already now that New Zealand had 2 islands, North Island and South Island. So we are on North Island, and there is South Island, and there are 2 colleges. One in Invercargill, there's the last city of the shore of South Island, and the Christchurch. I can't exactly can't remember their names, but if you Google it, say agriculture colleges in Christchurch or agriculture colleges in Invercargill. I think it's Invercargill one is SIT something set. That's the college, and it's offering a really good courses. Because recently I've spoken to a guy, another Punjabi Indian guy. He lives in Amritsar, I think. and he already got his visa, and he's coming for AV technician course or something. So it sounds good. So if you want to try those colleges, so that would be great. But I came in Wairiki Institute of Technology. Now they changed its name. Now it's a new name. It's Toi Ohmai. It's like, I think it's a Maori name. Toi Ohmai. If you just Google it, TOI, Toi OHOMAI, I think. Toi Ohmai. Or just like search Wairiki Institute of Technology and it will pop up. So yeah, that's the course. And once you finish your course as an international student, and the most of the colleges, they place your training to any of the dairy farms. So then once you go to dairy farms, they start your training or your job as a job. I would say it's a job. Then you can enroll in a primary ITO courses. So they are from level 1 to level 5, all the different sort of college, the courses, all the different topics they cover. So there are plenty of courses, and those courses, the biggest thing is cost. They not cost you much, because pretty much they are 7 to 8 months courses or 1 year courses. There's only 2.5 years course, which is agribusiness diploma and agribusiness management. There are 3 different modules, but you can choose whatever you want to do. You want to do just on one module, the finance one, that's okay. There are the HR, human resource, that's a different one if you want to do it. And I think it's another business management, because I'm already enrolled that course, so now I'm starting that course next year, February. But I will be doing only my financial ones, so I can do my own GST and all tax return and myself. It's a good thing to learn, I think, because once you grow up and you getting more experience and you going to next step, you're going to share milking, then you go to farm ownership, and the accountants, they cost a lot, because at the moment I'm paying nearly $4,000 to my accountant every year, so $4,000. So if I would do that course, then I don't think so I have to hire any accountant, so I can do myself, so I can save that at $4,000. So, and then then once you start your job, and then you can enroll into primary ITU, and just keep like, once you finish your course, go to the next course, enroll to the next course, and that will build up your skills, because it's really helpful. Because I done my level 4, and then I done my level 5, and now I enrolled my agribusiness management diploma. So, and the other thing you ask for a job, there are plenty of jobs, man, because especially in South Island, there is lots of jobs in North Island as well, but as compared to North and South, there are more jobs in South Island, because people don't prefer to go and work in South, because it's a bit more colder. Some parts got snow, and it's got a bit long winter as compared to North Island. But it's more money in South Island, because especially on the farms, all the employees or employer like to pay like fixed salary, fixed wages, annually fixed package. Some people do hourly as well, so whatever suits you and your employer, it depends. So but it's a bit more money in South Island as compared to North Island. And that's pretty much what you asked. So I would like to cover a little bit myself, because you asked me quite a few times, so having a time to cover those topics. So yes, I came as a student as well. So I came as a student in July 2010. I got a course in applied technology. Now I think they changed the name of the course, but that time it get called applied technology level 5 dairy farming. So I got admission in 2 years course. So when I finished my 1 year course, and then I get a full-time job. So college pushed me a bit. They asking me to pay second year's fee and then do your course. I said, oh no, I already have a BSc agriculture from India, so I don't even need. Because actually my whole batch, no one of us done the next course, the level 5. We only finished level 4, and we all got the jobs. And yes, I started as a farm assistant um, in end of August, because we only go to the college full time just for 2 weeks, and then they just do our placements to the dairy on the dairy farm, because all of us, like two students going to the one G1, two students going to the one farm and two from different farm. So divide all of us, depend on the requirements and how many people they need into on the farms. So yeah, I started as a farm assistant. I get promoted every year to the next step. I was keep doing my study through primary idea. Then next year I was a herd manager, and then after that I was a 2IC assistant farm manager, and on my 5th year I became farm manager, and I worked for same employer for 6 years. So, and then in 2016 that was my last season as a farm manager, and then I get this job where we're working now as a contract milker, self-employed. So this is our 3rd season. And in dairy farming in New Zealand, the new season starts from 1st of June every year, from 1st of June to 31st of May. So that's a 1 year. And yeah, that was a pretty good journey. And New Zealand gave me a lot actually. So then I get married in 2012, and then my wife came to New Zealand in 2014. So there was some problems in getting the visa. So yeah, but now I'm a citizen. My daughter, you can see on the back, Jivan Ko, she is citizen, and my wife is permanent resident, and she will become citizen next year in June. So yeah, life is pretty good. New Zealand is a very beautiful country in the world. Second number. I think I read the news the other day. On there is a no corruption in New Zealand. So number 1 is Denmark. There are no corruption, and the second number is New Zealand. So yeah, it's pretty beautiful country, awesome country, good people, they're respective. The biggest thing about New Zealand, because I watched a lot of videos before I come to New Zealand on YouTube, and I realized the biggest thing is in New Zealand is the diversity, the culture, the race, because the New Zealand is a migrant country, so all of them pretty much they all migrated from different countries from the globe. So first of all, the Maori people came to New Zealand, and then all the Britishers started coming in, and then after actually Second World War, and then most of Europe, lots of different countries of Europe, they moved to New Zealand, because after the Second World War there was a big poverty, and because they lost everything into the World War. So because my employer, his mom and dad migrated from Holland here in New Zealand after the Second World War, because he told me that my dad, because there was a poverty and unemployment over there was no work, so that's why he moved here. And then Andrew was the first born, first generation Kiwi generation in New Zealand. So yeah, so as you can see that my daughter, she's our first generation in New Zealand, born here in New Zealand. So yeah, if you can make it, just do it, mate. It's really good country, good people, and good opportunities, good laws. They respect. They don't, guys. Especially you see in India, like there are some different things there, because you can understand what I'm talking about. But here, the law is for everyone. If someone done bad to you, and you go into the court, and court will treat you fairly. So then they don't even thought about, oh, he's an international student or he's a immigrant, and then there's no partiality, so all equals. So yeah, that's pretty much. If you need anything else, just let me know, and I'll try my best to do a new video for you. So I hope you like it, and yeah, just keep in touch. And if anyone else watching this video first time, please subscribe my channel. So Jivan, what do you want to say? Subscribe channel, please. Say.
Subscribe channel.
She's a bit shy. So now, thank you so much, everyone. Sat Sri Akal.